Hello, friends. Astrologer Mohnish here, and thank you for watching my videos on Vedic astrology and financial astrology. Well, in this video, I'll cover as what is about to come for Ukraine, the future of Ukraine. I made many videos in the past about where the war is going with Ukraine. Will this war stop ever? You can go back into the playlist and watch those videos. In this video, I'll highlight mainly, as we know, what recently happened between Donald Trump and President Zelensky, which has shaken the whole world. Okay, and where the NATO stands now. I made a predictions back in 2023 that NATO can break up, and Turkey will play a very important role in deciding where the NATO remains or NATO breaks up. And I'll make another video about Turkey and NATO. We have the birth chart of NATO, and we can always predict major events of NATO allied organization. For now, NATO can go for war also. Like I made a prediction in last year, 2024, that NATO is preparing for war. And now you see now that all these things are coming together. We know March 29 this year, as I've highlighted in many of my previous videos, Saturn and Rahu are going to meet in the sign of Pisces, and the Mars Veda is reaching on that Pura Bhadra Padra Nakshatra, where Saturn and Rahu is meeting, religious war, religious problem, challenges, and a lot of karmic give and take will happen in the year 2025. This 2025 year will bring huge challenges. Since this combination of Saturn and Rahu is happening in the sign of Pisces, Pisces is a watery sign. So a lot of you will see the flooding, volcanoes, tsunamis, and flood-related or water-related problems will happen. And you will see that maybe through rainfall, maybe through, through some kind of a weapon which can literally create a tsunami and flood half of the world. So we'll see how it works. And then a lot of karmic issues, Saturn and Rahu together in Pisces, sign of Jupiter, which shows religious sentiments, religious problem, religious warfare. So let's see how 2025 works out. But for Ukraine, how this year looks like. President Zelensky and Trump, their meeting did not go very well. NATO is now contemplating if they're going to go without US, with US, we don't know yet. But the whole problem is that either now there's a war, which is like World War III, and we know all astrologers, including me, have predicted that 2025, the foundation of World War III has been starting in 26 till 30, the World War can begin. So if we see the chart of Ukraine, so if you see the current chart of, this is the birth chart of Ukraine, and Ukraine is going through the dasha of Jupiter till 2029 and under the dasha of Moon. So Moon is 16th of February 2025 till 18th of June 2026. Jupiter and Moon both are in the dasha and antardasha. And look at the Moon for the chart of Ukraine. Moon is in the first house along with the Shrapit Dosh. Saturn and Rahu together causes the Shrapit Dosh. This is the most malefic dosha in any human being or any country's chart. First is the house of your own existence. First is the house of how people feel about as a nation. And this Shrapit dosha is happening on the first house in the birth chart. It is now activated. See, because Moon comes into the dasha. Whenever Rahu, Saturn, Moon, Ketu comes into the dasha, this Shrapit dosh, the curse, Shrapit means the curse is being activated. And that means a clouded thinking, not taking very good decisions, problem, challenges, the whole country will suffer. People who live, who think about this country, origin from this country, they will all feel very, very miserable and very, very bad. Everything is going to be very sluggish. This is the same Shrapit dosha, which is happening now in transit on March 29. March 29 solar eclipse, Saturn and Rahu together are in the sign of Pisces. The Shrapit dosha is activated in transit also. I'll show you during this video. Now, what we do is we're going to go and see how the 2025 year will be for Ukraine as a whole. 2024, we know it's all under the war. We're going to create a 2024 solar returns chart, and you see that the 7th house of partnerships, allies, or enemies, the Lord is sitting in the 8th house, Saturn. So shows war, challenges, problem. It is a terrible year, 2024, for Ukraine because they are suffering. They are suffering from their enemies, and the problems are more. And Saturn also rules their 8th house in the Tajka chart. You can see that it's pretty much here in the 8th house of pain, and the 12th house of losses. Mercury is also in the first house, giving more problem and challenges to the overall as a nation. Now in 2025, you see that 2025, I'm going to go back to the natal chart and then 2025 solar returns chart just to see what's coming in the future. You see, now this is from August 24, 2025 till 26th of August. So these are the timelines when this chart is being prepared. And we are seeing till August of 2026. You see again the seventh house of war, enemies. Seventh is house of enemies and your allies. And this is the 12th house of losses. So again, showing very big problem. And this Shrapit dosha is happening now this year in the fifth house. Fifth is, your entertainment of your as a country, how good the time would be, how people will feel entertained, good, the good feeling, we call it the happy feeling. This is where the Shrapi dosha is happening on the fifth house, and this is also causing huge trouble. The gaps, the problem will be there, and Mars is respecting this house from the 12th house, showing more war, more challenges, more firepower, more energies which are negative, and more losses and more suffering going to happen. So again, 2025 looks very grim. And to go further in depth, we will see also the new lunar year chart for Ukraine. So, new lunar year, as per the Hindu astrology, Hindu science, Vedic astrology, the new lunar year is going to start on March 29, 2025. This means that this is the new around the circle what moon will start taking around the earth, right? So moon travels around the earth, so the one cycle is completed, the next cycle will start again on March 29, 2025. So this begins the new era, the new year as per the Vedic astrology. And for Ukraine, if we just create this chart of March 29, 2025 and overlay with the birth chart of Ukraine, we get this picture. So you see that outside is the transit chart of March 29, when the new lunar year starts, and inside is the birth chart of Ukraine. And you see there, this year we have a Mars in the seventh house. Mars is the planet of war, challenges, attacks, and seventh house is your enemies. Seventh is house of your neighbors. And you see that Mars rules the 12th house of losses and challenges, and sitting in seventh house, again the war will continue. This is in 2025. And then what will happen more is all these planets, including the Shapit dosha here, is cluttered in the fourth house. Fourth is house of your homeland security. This is going to be worse for Ukraine. And then Ketu here in the 10th house shows very clearly change of leadership. Okay, so Ketu in 10th is also of your government. 10th is also of where the President Zelensky is right now. And you said very clearly Ketu is transiting. And then the Shrapi dosha is also respecting this particular area, the transit Shrapi dosha. And you see Moon is transiting in the same house, fourth house. And Moon is the eighth house of change, sudden change, abrupt change. And this is causing the solar eclipse also, and the Shrapi dosha also, and respecting the 10th house of government in the Ukraine's birth chart. And Ketu transiting here confirms that there will be a change in leadership, abrupt change in leadership. 2025, the war will continue within Ukraine and Russia. This war will only stop with the abrupt change of leadership. And I think Zelensky will be forced to resign, or something will happen to him. Somebody will push him towards the corner and he has to resign. The change of leadership is shown in the chart, and let's see how it plays out. The war will continue, suffering will continue. 2025 year is not going to be very, very good for Ukraine as we saw in 2024 and 2023. Rather, 2025 will bring more challenges. That's what the astrology says that. Again, I'll make more videos about NATO, like where do I see when the war will start, or are they planning for war, or they're going to break up. Turkey is going to play a very, very key role in this, as per the astrology. Again, this is for you guys. If you are learning astrology, this is how you read chart, mundane astrology. March 29, 2025, Shrapit dosha, which I mentioned you, how to see that. You see that I'm going to make a new chart of today's date. And then you can see on March 29, if I just start with the solar eclipse, if you happen to miss this out in my previous videos, so you see we're going to say that global solar eclipse, next one, and you see next is happening on March 29, 2025. And you see in here, this is the problem. This is where the eclipse is happening in the sign of Saturn, Uttara Bhadrapada is Saturn nakshatra, but Saturn itself is under the nakshatra of Jupiter with the Shrapit dosha, Saturn and Rahu together, and Mars is putting its Veda on this particular dosha. You can see that. This is the Veda going on here. And Ketu is putting its Veda on Mars. So this is a bigger, very big, dosha this year happening. And in my last videos, I predicted and I told you that this is the dosha which has created havoc in the world in previous times also whenever this happened. So sign of Pisces, there's a watery sign. So water-related problem, diseases, challenges, sufferings will happen. There could be a new weapon from water. You may be new virus coming from water. Maybe, oceans will boil up with tornadoes, or maybe with tsunamis. We never know, but things will look very, very grim. And so be safe, be protected. There are certain alphabets, which are coming, the name alphabets, which are also coming under this grip, Shrapit Dosha's grip, 29 March. So it's better you consult your astrologer or consult me to know if you are being getting any problem, any challenges with this Shrapit Dosha happening on March 29, 2025. From investment point of view, again, if you're not a premium member, you see we give our indicators. You see that today. It's waiting for the new bullish sign coming for Bitcoins. If you trade Bitcoins, cryptocurrencies, or any stocks in the world, Indian stocks, Canadian stocks, any stock like this is Indian stocks with Pro, you can see that our horizontal classification showing sell sign, and it's pretty much, very much under the water. And similarly with Bitcoins, if you go and see 1 hour chart, because the market is going upwards again, and in 1 hour chart, the bullish sign was already imprinted here. You see that in 1 hour chart, the bullish sign came here from 80 grams, and then it hit its profit zone and it's going further. And this indicator is still showing that the momentum is pretty high in 1 hour chart. But on daily chart, we're still looking for a big momentum coming upwards. But on 1 hour chart, it's pretty bullish. So again, for my suggestion is GLD. GLD is gold. So buy gold if you want to protect your assets. You see gold retraced. Recently, it came back to 263. This is a gold ETF. So again, I'm giving you the free advice that the moment it starts showing a bullish sign here and bullish sign here in our indicator, you should go along with gold. So keep gold as an asset in 2025 or silver as an asset. They will protect your investments. Take my words. This video will be released and you can watch this video multiple times and you can come back after a year and see how accurate my predictions were. After 1 year, you will watch it. And then if you're holding gold as an asset, you will see that your investments will be hedged. And if the stock market goes down, your gold, because of uncertainty, will definitely move up to safeguard your assets and give you the high liquidity. Anytime you can sell the gold and bring cash back to your home or your pockets. Astrologer Mohnish, I strive very hard to give you the right information so that you remain informed. And also, if you are a investor, stock market trader, use our indicators, use our knowledge. Our website has everything. We give the algorithm price range where the stock market would be. We give you our indicators. We give you monthly, weekly predictions also, that how you can remain informed and see everything what's coming in the markets. You see that March 3rd weekly predictions and mantras, how to be successful, gold, silver predictions, New Year prediction, NVIDIA prediction, planetary prediction. So we give you lots and lots of information, and there's a huge menu about what stock you should be trading in or keeping in your portfolio, which are highly liquid. And you will see that they will always help you be very successful in your investment. Again, it's not an investment advice. We are not investment advisor. But through astrology lenses, we can tell where the volatility is, what stocks are good, what are bad, and where the market is, what the market moves could be, with very strong, very good accuracy. So again, Astrologer Mohnish, reach out if you have any questions, and I shall appreciate your comments and feedback. I shall see you in my next video very soon. Stay safe, stay happy, and stay awakened.